Hey, it's Ian at Really Good Thinking, home of ideas that matter. How are you doing? I'm with my friend Jeannette Jackson, who's a nutritionalist, and she's got loads of degrees in all kinds of things to do with brain chemistry, biochemistry, all that sort of stuff. I was interested. We were talking about energy and vitality, and I wondered what the difference was between those two things. Hiya, Jeannette.
Hello.
Brain chemistry, energy, vitality. What's the difference between energy and vitality? And how can we get those two words working for us day by day?
Okay, and for me, the difference, energy is a physiological thing. That's what your body produces. Vitality could almost be classified as energy in motion. All right. Vitality really for me is a mental thing. It's about passion. It's about motivation. So actually, to kind of get the two combined, really can start by sleeping very, very well. If you can sleep well, you can sleep fitfully, then you wake up refreshed, you're already ahead of yourself. You're not on catch-up for the day.
Yeah, vitality and energy. I like that vitality. Vitality is energy in motion, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if we want to make a difference and do really remarkable things, but we're too knackered by 3 o'clock to do anything or to think things that are, get on with stuff, then we're not going to make much impact, are we? So what's the best way that we can, once we've got a good diet, what's the best way that we can sort of get more vitality?
Well, you've got to work with the brain. This is the interesting thing. I mean, many people nowadays are on the laptop, they're on the mobile phone, they're on games or whatever, and then it's time for bed. Switch the light off and expect just to fall asleep.
I'm like that, and I get criticised for that, because as soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm asleep, whereas other people take ages. I mean, it's a gift, isn't it, being able to put your head on the pillow and go to sleep? Even in the day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, yeah.
I must admit, I'm very similar to you, but often it boils down to habits and patterns. So if you don't sleep very well at the big, so many years ago, now you're really entrenched in them patterns. But the interesting thing is your brain has to know it's bedtime, and these habits and patterns that you've developed and I've developed, our brain knows it's bedtime. So what happens is, without kind of artificial lighting or artificial stimulation, what should happen is the brain should be acknowledging the fact that the light is diminishing, and that occurs by the light going through the eye onto a gland called the pineal gland. And the pineal gland will then recognise that the light is diminishing and release a hormone called melatonin. And melatonin will start to get your body ready for sleep. So what often happens nowadays is that people go from a big light, as Peter Kay would say, to nothing. Right? It's too fast for your brain, it's too big a shift. So maybe go from a big light, excuse me, to a lamp to a candle.
So hang on, really, it could make a difference having a different kind of lighting before you go to bed to get better sleep. Really? I mean, if you're in a brightly lit room and you go to bed, and you put the light out, you've not graduated that going into darkness, have you? So that really could make a difference, could it?
I'm telling you, it makes a significant difference. If we were outside, we were camping, all right, or the caveman days, the light gradually diminishes. All your body systems start to get themselves ready to fall asleep, all right? Whereas nowadays, big light, shut eyes doesn't work. Right, so that's a really important thing. Try it, see it, it'll work. Now also, if we just jump a little bit before that and decide what you're going to have for your tea, right, for your dinner, for your evening meal. Because if you have a meal that is very high in tryptophan, and tryptophan is an amino acid that precipitates the manufacture of serotonin, remember from the last bit that we did, serotonin helps you to feel peaceful and sleepy. So what you want, the key food that you want, or my suggestion for today at least, is you want something like a turkey pasta bake or a turkey stir fry.
For your dinner, you mean, at night?
For your dinner, yeah, for your dinner at night. So you want a turkey-based meal. Now, the ideal one would be turkey pasta bake, because turkey is very high in tryptophan, and because you're cooking the pasta, it's very high in glucose and carbohydrates. The two combined, I tell you what, it'd be like taking a sleeping tablet.
Really interesting stuff. We'll have to try that. Okay, well, we'll be back for another one of these. I like these. These are really good. I want more energy. I want more vitality. Jeannette Jackson, thank you. I'll speak to you in a minute. Ian Aspin, think better, feel better. Take an aspirin. See you later.